This week on Sailing Sweet Ruka, things get a little hairy, or should I say snowy, as we head to the next anchorage in over 40 knots of breeze. We weren't planning on sailing in a blizzard, but sometimes you gotta keep moving. Keep watching to see more crazy weather. Well guys, we did our first official shore tie last night, but yeah, it's beautiful. It was calm coming in last night, so that helped. It was good to have a good first shore tie with calm conditions, and we've got some puffs rolling through here, but still fairly light. The boat's moving around just a little bit, but gorgeous, beautiful fall colors in the trees here, and wow, it's a beautiful morning. And just like that, your sunny, wind-free day can go into a gusty, rainy afternoon. I'm gonna close the hatch now because it's gonna rain in this direction, so take a look around real quick.
Well guys, it is really snowing. Gonna come out here. Okay guys, well, it's really snowing out here. I think we might have a boat full of snow here in the morning. We'll see how it turns out, but this is quite the squall. So you guys can see just over there, there's some whitecaps actually forming. We're just blocked by this little hill right here, which is taking most of the breeze and stopping it, thankfully. But the snow's still coming down sideways, and some of these puffs that are coming through here are pretty good rippers. Not too bad, but about 40 knots is what we've seen so far. So it's definitely a little chilly. I'll let you watch these puffs on the water. We're really tugging at our shorelines. And let's hope that tree holds, eh?
There's snow on the dinghy! It is quite slippery.
Okay guys, Kate just took Roxy into shore behind us. She's gonna use the restroom. And behind me, everything's covered, just absolutely covered with snow today. So we're supposed to get a lot more snow. You know, I do see some whitecaps and stuff out there. It may be better with visibility as well, just to stay here. The wind conditions though are forecast to be about 15 to 27 or 30, so not too terrible stuff that we could sail in. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the fall in Patagonia.
Roxy! Hi, buddy! Some Roxy footprints. Ugh. What are you doing? Hi. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are about to undo the shore ties. The dinghy is covered in snow. It is cold, and I am going to put the camera away. I've got my safety pack on, full of survival equipment, since I'm on shore alone in case anything were to happen. I'm not in a town, so completely in the wilderness here, and thank goodness I got some snow boots.
Good morning, everybody. Well, today it's a little bit snowy outside, and it's still supposed to be a little windy and gusty and directly upwind, but we've got to charge the batteries a little bit after using the computer to make a video, so we might as well make some forward progress while we're using the diesel. So I think we're going to try and head to Caleta Ola, or Caleta Olla, depending on how you want to pronounce it in my bad Spanish. It's about 25 miles up, and it's the first Caleta that is inside of Brazo Noreste, which is the northern branch around Isla Gordon. It's kind of the approach to the glaciers. So we're going to kind of pre-position ourselves there, I think. First thing we've got to do is remove our shore ties, and then we can lift up our anchor, clear off the kelp, and then we can drift on out of this anchorage. Okay, let's go get our shorelines off, get the motor started, and get the heck out of here. Well, hold on, Kate. Okay, so a lot of you at home might think that you guys are crazy going out in this. Why aren't you just sitting at an anchorage and just waiting this one out? Well, the issue is if we just sit at an anchorage for days and days and days waiting for the next weather window, rather than use our motor to punch forward into some challenging conditions, we're going to run out of fuel. So our plan and our budget for our fuel has us moving forward to charge the batteries every single day. And if we don't do that, slowly we're going to have, I don't want to say a deficit of fuel and amp hours in the batteries. So what that's going to force us to do is maybe not be able to use the same amount of heat that we want, which also is a compounding issue with the lithium batteries. We don't heat them, we can't charge them. So we've got to keep the boat warm in this cold weather. Just went up, it's blowing 32 now. right, guys, the sun has come out and broken through the clouds a little bit. You can see just how spectacular this scenery is. We just look at these snow-covered mountains and stuff like that behind me. The camera probably won't even pick this stuff up, but up in those clouds, there's just these huge towering peaks. The stuff is just so beautiful. Kind of imagine like sailing through the backcountry in Colorado is what this feels like. So we'll take it. Wow, just look at that, guys. We just went through a really nice spot where everything opened up. You can see where we were. You can see all the beautiful snow-capped mountains. And now we're facing yet another just solid white wall behind us. It is snowing! Woo! Well, it's been a really long time since I've been legitly snowed on. Back in Michigan and Ohio, and maybe a little bit of time in Colorado. But this is really, really nice. Like, it doesn't seem nice. It's freezing cold, but it's actually pretty fun to play in the snow. All right, we've got Kate slaving away here, making you guys some videos. Very nice. And we'll show you what we've got going on for navigation over here. So it's really squally out, so we're using the radar. And then what we do is we're verifying the radar against multiple different charts. So you can see we've got a little tip of land here, an indentation, and a tip of land here. So there's our tip of land, indentation, another tip. So that confirms that is where we are. You can see these charts. These are the CMAP charts. They are not good here. So this AIS right here, BTS Yamana, is a lighthouse, and it's actually on the tip of land. And you can see that this chart is trying to tell us that it's in the middle of this. This is our CMAP chart for here. So you guys can see there clearly, if we were following just the CMAP charts, one set of charts down here, blindly we would be wrecked. This is definitely a place where you've really got to verify all of your navigation information. And I don't think I would come down here without radar. We're keeping an eye on all of our engine information over here. And then we've also got OpenCPN running with a set of charts here. OpenCPN definitely has a little bit better charts than CMAP. We also have our charts also running in Navionics as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of different charts and different information that we're keeping tabs on to try and figure out where we're at. And the really big thing is we're watching the radar, because as you can see upstairs, there's times where it's just a complete whiteout and I can't see a thing. So radar is really the best way to go. And of course we're keeping a watch upstairs and a good lookout. Make sure there's no fishing boats or anything like that. So just a quick update, come down here, check on everything down here, and then we pop our heads back up like a tank commander and start looking around. As you can see, lots of snow, and it's a little wet and cold out there, but we're having a good time. More later. So now we just went into this other bigger squall here that was coming up. That's how fast they come up on you. When I went downstairs, I could see everything in front of us. But now it's just full on snow, and you can see there's really nothing I can see up ahead of us, and it's blowing 35, 33. So those beeps are gusts of 40. That's where our wind alarm's at. So, all right, we're in the funnel, and we're getting it now. So this should be fun, and we're just keep trucking along.
34 knots.
Keep an eye on the radar navigation, okay? it's super beautiful all around when we can see everything, but at sometimes there's just zero visibility all the way around. So this channel isn't very wide, you know, maybe about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, maybe. I think maybe about 1 mile wide. And at times you can't see either side. So, but right now it's nice, obviously, but it'll squall back up here. I can see a big wall of white up ahead. Check it out.
We are here in the Beagle Channel coming up on Isla Gordon, and we are going to take the north arm above the island and find our first anchorage there on this side of Chile over here. So we're not going to be at Isla Gordon, we're just going to be on the other side of the north arm channel, and should be good holding and good protection, but we've got a really narrow spot we got to squeeze through where there's tidal streams. And we want to make sure that we go through good, especially with visibility being so iffy. Got a little bit of visibility right now, but it could disappear in a matter of moments. So, whew, it's cold.
When the squalls hit, the winds would go from 15 to 25 to 35 in a matter of moments, definitely faster than one would be able to reef a sail. The williwaws, and in this case squalls, can make navigating the fjords of Patagonia not only difficult, but very dangerous.
What you doing?
Making the route. Oh. I'm making a route at our entrance here to Caleta Olla. Got a few shallow spots we want to be on the lookout for, as well as a few small islands, piles of weed, etc. But hopefully in here we should get good protection. However, it could be that there are trees, the tall trees that protected are cut down. So, well, hopefully we'll have good protection from this wind because it's pretty windy. Gusting 40 at times.
Oh, no, man. What we're going to do first is we're kind of going to go up here and like poke and look at depth a little. Could be dead.
Could be dead or it could be just a llama on the Fuck, look at that. What the Okay, here I go.
Alright.
It's gonna dangle.
Yep.
I tied the first rope to shore while Curtis dropped the anchor and reversed to meet me where I was waiting with the rope in the dinghy. Curtis is simultaneously dropping the chain and keeping count in his head, while reversing and changing speeds, while watching depths and distance from the drop spot, all while a blizzard happens around him. Not sure what's more challenging, docking in a tight slip, or this.
Go back up a little. Try to haul this rope over. Anytime right there, I gotta check the anchor, okay? All right, Kate, tell me about the trip.
Yeah, it was pretty blizzardy almost the whole time. There was a few times the sky opened up, but we're pretty sure we saw gusts to 50, definitely over 40. The 40 knot alarm was just ding for a little while. When I was down below editing, I just felt the boat heel over with no sails up, so you know that's a good puff. But yeah, we came in and saw a llama on the beach. Unfortunately, it was so snowy and the cameras were not working so well in the cold, so they kind of shut themselves down and we weren't able to capture the llama. But we do have this beautiful view to share with you now. So awesome trip. Curtis did a great job navigating us through the narrow channels and safely bringing us to this next spot in the Beagle Channel. All right, so on the beach here, we saw an alpaca or a llama of some sort. Hard to quite make out what it was in the snow, but we can see his tracks now on the beach. They're like this big.
I'm gonna zoom in.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can find him.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at it. Here's his two. Look at these are his two big nubs there.
Nubs.
Knuckles. Okay, where'd he go? Tracking him. And he must have shimmied up right there, huh?
After a cold navigation on the boat, we opted for a cold navigation on shore in search of a good photo opportunity of Sweet Ruka and hopes of possibly spotting the alpaca. It's good to get off the boat and stretch our legs for a bit, and the scenery ended up being quite an unforgettable reward after a riveting day at sea.
What do you think?
It's a freaking rainbow, man!
On the boat?
Oh my gosh!
Landing on the boat.
Kalata Oya.
Next time on Sailing Sweet Ruka, we trade some of the snow in for some serious ice as we make our way to the glaciers and wake up surrounded by the floating bergs. You won't want to miss this epic adventure in high latitudes. To support our journey, click subscribe and come along for the ride. or get behind the scenes extras on patreon.com/Ruka. See you next time!